It was a scene that broke the hearts of our Crossroads Relief and Development team working in Northern Uganda. 3 kids living alone in a squalid hut with no roof. 2 of them were HIV positive. Agnes, who works with our partners on the ground, clearly remembers that day.
It was a difficult moment for all of us because when we reached here, we saw that this is the place where they were sleeping without the roof. So it was difficult for all of us. I remember all of us went in tears to see the suffering that the children were going through.
Alice and her 2 siblings lost both their parents, the mother first, then the father, likely to HIV. She was 7 years old when she took responsibility for the household. Her brother was 5, and her little sister was only 2.5 days old. Because people are afraid of those living with the disease, they were isolated with little help. As the Civil War ended in 2006, Alice and her siblings left their IDP camp to return home.
There was some group of people from the camp came here and constructed for them a hut, and so they started living here. And they would find food by digging other people's garden. They go work in people's garden, then in turn they are given food.
From 7 to 11 years old, Alice struggled to manage their disease and their survival. Finally, a fire destroyed the roof of their home, and as children, they were unable to rebuild. They managed to put a tarp partially up to give them a little shelter and continued the fight to survive.
She had lost hope because there was even no one to come and encourage them or to comfort them, so totally she had lost hope.
But hope began to live again when the team from Crossroads visited her in 2011. She was 11 years old. Even for seasoned humanitarian workers and Ugandans themselves, the scene was heartbreaking.
Because of the conflict here, child-headed households is not totally uncommon. What you always hope is that somebody intervenes and finds them, because they could be, it can be an awfully lonely existence with children in a home and no parent around. And of course, the parents here died during that time frame, and they were living in squalor in a pretty remote area. If you haven't seen it before, it's really hard to understand, but it's just a really, even sad for the Ugandans that came here. They were very moved. So you can imagine the loneliness of trying to raise your 2 siblings as a young child by yourself.
Determined to do everything they could to assist these abandoned kids, the team immediately brought the need back to our viewers, who once again responded with overwhelming compassion.
Well, we're just so thankful. The last thing you want to do is see a situation like this and not be able to react really quickly. And because of our supporters, realizing the big need, they were able to provide us with funds, and the construction started right away, and the kids got into school quite quickly. We're just really thankful that people with hearts and people who love kids and want to make a difference have changed the lives here of these 3 children.
My name is Alice. This is my home.
Crossroads not only built them a permanent home, but a latrine as well.
She felt so happy, and she really gave thanks for God for where He has taken them from. I think I was more excited than even the children. I was so happy when I heard that they would have a house built for them, and they'll have a good shelter, a place where they can lay their head. It was such an exciting moment for me.
Everything's changed for them. I mean, they're getting an education now. When they get through schooling, they'll be able to earn a living. And, not too long ago, those things weren't even in their thoughts. They just thought their life was hopeless. So, really great to come here and see what a great facility, what a great home that they have now.
With loving people looking out for them, the kids are now thriving. Alice in high school, and her siblings boarding at a school in town built by Crossroads Relief Development. Their future is looking bright. Although Alice and her brother Akima still live with HIV, nutritional supplements sponsored by our partners have drastically improved their health.
She used to feel so weak, and she would feel a lot of body ache, body pain all the time, a lot of headache, a lot of chest pain. Sometimes she just feels that she's just too weak to do the work that she's supposed to do. But since she started taking the nutritional supplement, her health has improved and she feels healthier now.
And it isn't just the children who are blessed. Pastor Robson says his faith has been reinvigorated as he's watched God care for these orphans through the generosity of those living so far away.
I think what the Canadians have done for Alice and their other children, I just cannot express it. It's just great. It's just great. If there is any prayer I should pray for the Canadians, I should pray that God should extend their territory, that they may be able to bless many more children of this nature, because the need is enormous. This is just one among the few. I pray that God should really bless the Canadians. You have done what nobody could do for us. Even our own government could not do what you have done for these children.
Alice, Akima, and Rochelle are a profound example of a loving God working on behalf of the forgotten and abandoned of this world. But there are still so many more waiting for help. If you want to be part of this vital work in Northern Uganda, please call the number on your screen right now or text LIFE to 41010 on your mobile phone to instantly donate $10. That's text LIFE to 41010. Or you can donate online by going to crossroads.ca and help us give these children life. We cannot say enough about the incredible transformation your support is making around the world. Thank you.